guard finna get
Not my
suspended.
favorite. He's a phony.
Looks like here, John Morant is expected to miss the next 25 games for holding up the little pistol for the I don't know how many times he done get caught with the gun. But
Yeah, he's been caught a bunch of times with a gun on Instagram Live. He tried to play off like one of the guns was a lighter and not an actual gun. It was just like one of those fancy lighter guns. And but it looks like the NBA has dished out 25 games. That seems right on the button for most people. Some people thought below would be not enough, and some people thought more would be excessive. So it's kind of right on the money. I heard that they might appeal it, might not, but I don't know. I mean, I think you take your blessings. If you get 25 games, it's not even half a season.
true.
You're missing
But
maybe a little more than a quarter, but you may not be eligible to be
all team.
all NBA or MVP, but just take it with the blessing and see what you could do your team this year in the playoffs.
I mean, let's see what they had to say.
Have to show this over time.
Last question. Any idea at all what kind of effect? Because I'm calculating he's going to lose about $12 million next season.
$12 million.
New contract kicked in, potential 5 years, $231 million potentially. Obviously, he's going from $12 million to about $33 million in salary. He's going to lose about $12 million of his salary this year. Any idea, Nike, Powerade, any of those guys?
Nike put out a comment they're still with him.
Yeah,
Still?
it remains to
Yeah.
be seen endorsement-wise. I think you want to keep the ones you have right now, but his ability to get that Supermax deal was based on making All-NBA. He didn't make any of the All-NBA teams this season. I think certainly the suspension played a part in people's voting, and now he's really already out of the mix for that next year. So in terms of getting that Supermax versus the max, getting that $230 million plus you talked about, Stephen A., he's not able to get that now.
All right, let's.
Exactly, man. He's not able to get that right now. But like everybody say, if David Stern was here, he'd have been going for the next 3 seasons.
No, calm down.
All right, one.
Ron Artest only got the rest of the season, and he jumped in the stands and beat up fans.
Okay. You really can't go that bad with it. And just like with Miles Bridges only got 30 days, so we're doing this little DV charge. What John Morant did compared to that isn't that bad. So you can't get more than 30 days. So you got to go lower than 30. So 25 is what it is. And it looks like here everybody wants Ja to be the star so badly that they finna let a lot of stuff slide. Like NBA giving them 25 days, 25 games. Nike over here.
I'm really
saying that
surprised
it's
that
still
Nike dropped Kyrie like that. For Kyrie tweeting a link, he didn't say this, that, or the other. He just tweeted a link to what he was currently watching. And John Morant gets caught on multiple occasions with gun charges and putting the NBA in a bad spotlight. And it's like they just treat it like it's the same. I mean, they treat Ja like he did nothing. I mean, they treat Kyrie like he did the end of the world.
Oh, you
I don't understand how they just completely drop Kyrie, but then they're so bold to drop a thing saying that we stand with John. We hope that he grows and becomes a better person. Like, really?
Exactly. John Morant can be in strip clubs, holding up the little tutu, dancing around, listening to the NBA Young Girl, and the commissioner's gonna let it slide. But let Kyrie Irving say anything wrong, he's suspended.
He got the hammer. It's because he said it wrong about the wrong people.
This
is what happened. Is because Kyrie was talking about a group of people, and that a lot of people viewed that as very offensive. For him to even support, tweeting out that link, and then they're saying like this is just Ja being reckless, holding a gun, but he's not disparaging anyone. He's just being reckless.
Shoot.
I think with a firearm, you could literally end in death. If you're waving around a firearm in a car or a vehicle or at a strip club or at a place, that thing could literally go off at any time and kill someone. Tweeting a link is not killing, like being close to killing someone. And it's just crazy how they treat one so severe and then they try to just the other one's like a slap on the wrist.
I mean, but this one can get worse. They're saying that it's 25 games. That's minimum 25 games. He still has to hit certain conditions and mile marks before he gets fully back in. So he has to show completely 10360. I mean 10360. He has to show basically he has to show
He's
like
doing a 900.
he basically has to show a complete change, like
Yeah.
him changing his life around, him showing that he's changing everything around him, everything about him, to the being more positive before they even decide to give him his 25 games. But me, I'm thinking they finna give him 25 games. Don't get in trouble for 25 games. Then we're gonna let you back in. But I mean, all this whole you gotta show yourself. You changing your life around. You being all positive. You're meditating. You're cutting off all your old friends. Like all that stuff. It's not gonna really It's not really finna happen.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, Ja gets this message. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to lose any more millions and millions of dollars. So hopefully he's learned from this lesson and can grow and become a better player.